Yeah, so I am Heena Shrivastava. I hail from Mumbai and I belong to Rajasthan, born and raised in Rajasthan. I am a book writing coach and NLP certified trainer, ICF PCC coach, and recently and Tedx speaker as well. And recently have been diving into this world of fitness with you, which was a very blissful journey for me.
Wonderful, wonderful. Just to get started, before joining the program, what were you struggling with, and how was that affecting your everyday life?
So the major problem that I was having was my blood sugar levels, and apart from that, it was hormones which were completely toppled up and down. And because of that, I was having irregular cycles. And in fact, if I say there wasn't in last 1.5 year or maybe more than that, there wasn't a time where I was getting my cycle normally. Every alternate month, I had to go to the gynac and take the withdrawal medicine, and then only I used to get it. And I was kind of in the give up mode that maybe, it's the time that I'm heading towards menopause or I don't know what is happening. And apart from that, there were, if I look at the other things, there was a lot of, I would not say depression, but it was a lot of down sort of mood or dull feeling when we get up. And I never knew the importance of that till the time I started with you, when my mood changed for the better. And that's when I realized that, the difference between the older one and the previous and the current one. And severe joint pain I used to have. There was a lot of discomfort while getting up in my back. And and yes, definitely a lot of acidity used to be there. I used to get these knotty feeling in my chest, and in fact, I had once gone to a cardiologist as well, thinking that, is it the heart attack symptom or what? So it was in that level, and I was at 7.8 HbA1c back then, 3 months back, and so yes, and that kind of gave me a signal that this is it. I guess I need to look at the health front as well.
Absolutely. To continue with, how was your overall experience working with me? Was there any specific part of the program that made the biggest difference?
I cannot pinpoint a specific part because you have made it holistic, and that is how it has affected. It has given me the results holistically. It is not just related to the blood sugar levels. It is not just related to joint pains no more being there, or it's not just related to energy or the right food or the movement, but the effect is cascading effect into all areas of my life. Because the major thing is that I'm energetic throughout the day. So when I look back at the whole thing that you have made it, and the most important part I would say is that your programs make us get into a lifestyle, not just a diet. So that's where it creates the difference that really makes a difference in life, that it actually becomes a lifestyle. And that the diet, people call it diet. I'm not calling it a diet. It's just the right meal program that you guide us for, that this is how, this is the good thing and these are not the good things, how to nourish your body. And you actually, it's a kind of very basic education, which I'm sadly saying that we did not get it in schools. And, or maybe because of that, it's passed on from generation to generation, that unawareness is there. And I'm so happy that we are the ones who are breaking the cycle with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And currently, how do you feel physically and emotionally now?
Physically also almost on the top of the world, although this journey is on. So I always push a bit harder, not very harsh on myself, but yes, pushing a bit harder, so that I go on to the next step of fitness. And definitely emotionally, it's so soothing. It has, as I said, very cascading effect on other areas of my life, especially yesterday only I was talking to my trainer in gym, and he also said the same thing, that if you come every day for workout, it's not just about the workout, it's not just about the exercise, it's about exercising the control over your life. It's about exercising that uh, feeling of being satisfied with yourself, that at least you took a step for yourself every single day. And that's where it starts from, is what I feel. So definitely emotionally, I've been able to, although I was already into coaching and all that, so I was at that level where mental fitness was under my radar. But bringing the physical aspect into it and connecting mind and body together, the game has gone to the next level. And there, it's like a very blissful feeling, regardless of the kind of situation I'm into. You know very well, all these places and things keep on happening. Nowhere I was frustrated. Nowhere I felt that things are out of my control. For some time the thought comes, but the thing which really matters is the moment that moment comes to my awareness. I go back to that, and all that is happening because of the right food, which is nourishing my mind and ultimately nourishing my body and mind together, and helping me to cope up with the whole life spectrum.
Absolutely. Such a wonderful way of expressing, and so many insights you have given about the way fitness we look at fitness, right?
Yeah.
So has your mindset or your relationship with the food changed, or like it has shifted? Your body has shifted since we started working together.
Oh, definitely. It has not just shifted, it is completely 360-degree transformation. I have started, I won't say now I've started, it has become so imbibed as if it's a part of my DNA, that wherever I go, even if it is outside and a sudden, invite from somebody, or even if my husband says somebody, or I have to travel, something where it is outside, I make sure that, it may look weird or talk to people, or something some people or even I, when I was at the other side, I used to think इन लोगों के पास बहुत time होगा इसलिए इतना सब कुछ they do. But I am at that place where I am taking out time. I'm making time for that, and I take homemade food everywhere. If I'm outside and I have to eat and there's no homemade food, I'm still making a very healthy choice over there, which never used to be there because I was not aware what is a healthy choice. I was like, as long as I'm not having much of the oil, as long as I'm not touching that chole bhature sort of thing, I'm eating healthy. But the whole coaching that you have given me has given me a very wide spectrum about how to nourish your body even when you're outside. So making healthy choices over there, that has become a very very inherent part of my life, that I no more worry about ke abhi bahar khana padega. So earlier it used to scare me. Oh my God, abhi bahar khana padega. I used to be so harsh on myself. I never used to eat. My husband used to be like, I mean, don't starve yourself just because you're outside. And I was like, no, 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 I will be like this. And then wo pura hunger, then hunger pangs ki wajah se wo sara hungry feeling and all those things used to happen.
Absolutely. And it is such an eye-opening, way you have expressed this particular part. Going forward, like, have you noticed any changes in things like energy? Of course, the menstrual cycle you spoke about in the starting, sleep, mood, weight loss, and the confidence.
So the very first shift, although with keeping my age and the kind of experiences I've had in mind, and especially keeping motherhood in mind, I was already sorted on one thing when I came to you also, that I'm not focusing on weight loss. I'm focusing on my hormonal shift first of all, and this all things come later. The hormonal shift and blood sugar levels are the first thing I want to work with. And as a result of that, if I'm getting the weight loss, well and good. If I'm feeling healthy at that weight also, that also is good. So that really helped me. And when you validated that thing, that it's a good thing that you're not focusing on numbers, but you're focusing on the overall fitness and how you're feeling from within. And from there till here, every time, even if it is a little bit increase of 500 grams, this doesn't panic me anymore. It used to panic me earlier. I used to go in the panic mode and I used to starve myself. I used to do all that stuff. But I'm like, okay, fine. I'm feeling energetic. It's fine. Sometimes it's even lesser. And if I'm feeling energetic, it's fine. So my whole sole focus is about maintaining that energy through the movement. Another thing that has changed with you, as you also remember, I came to you and said, I don't want to exercise and deplete myself on energy.
Yes.
So already I have so much of work to do. Then if I add up exercise, that's another energy burning thing. I don't want to do that. I want to preserve my energy. And that's where, when you shifted my perspective, that what if it is about increasing your energy? So it can help you in that also.
Absolutely.
So that was another shift. So energy was my main thing, and energy is something that I've got with you.
And how about the weight loss? How many kg or the weight loss happened?
And that, yes, so I forgot to say that came as a surprise, that while I was just focusing on that, and in fact, when I look back at my diary, I had written only 8 kgs in 3 months as a goal, but I've lost 14 kgs in 3 months.
Wow.
And that felt so effortless, literally, Janvi. It was so effortless that earlier it used to come as a burden. Oh my God, I have to exercise, I have to follow a certain, eating thing or maybe a diet, but none of that is there. It has become so inherent that this is what I am. So it became that smooth.
Wow, that is huge, right? 14 kg in 3 months, that too. And how about the menstrual cycle, and was there any change in the sleep pattern?
Yes, sleep. Thankfully, I was blessed with, but yes, I started taking care of sleep with sleeping early. I've started listening to my body so much that I don't give attention to anything else, even including my work. I'm not saying that I'm not working, but yes, at night, if I'm feeling sleepy, I put the work for the morning. I just reschedule it for the morning, that okay, right now I'm sleepy, or right now, even if I'm with family and if I'm sleeping, I prefer to sleep. I've drawn my boundaries very healthily over there. I just assertively tell my folks that I'm really feeling sleepy, so please don't mind. And thankfully, none of the times I felt that they minded. In fact, they respected my choice, and that has made a huge difference. And when it came to periods, it's completely very very regular. I'm super blessed, and both the times I had texted you with so much of joy, and I was literally jumping into joy that without any medicines, I have got them on a very regular cycle every month.
Wow, that is huge, right? So
Yes,
how
indeed.
has this transformation impacted your daily routine, like your work, family life, or social life?
So when I talk about, let's talk first for the family life. Definitely, with my changes in the food choices, my whole family has taken a shift. My husband also is there with you, and apart from my husband, when I'm eating right, I'm making sure that my son and my mother are also eating right. So they also are benefiting a lot from the kind of changes. In fact, I get a lot of compliments for my son from outsiders these days, that he has become so calm, and not just that you both mother and son have lost weight, but he looks more calm and serene now, and so much in place, and he's listening to instructions very well. Just, what are you doing? And I just said, we are just eating right. So
Wow.
that's a very blissful feeling to see that just having how the right food choices can uplift your life to the unimagined next level, for sure. And for work, definitely. In fact, as I shared with you, that it's so enticing to understand this whole spectrum of eating the right food, the nourishment, the nutrition part, and how mind and body are connected, that I started doing my own research for work. Otherwise, my energies are so sorted, and the focus. Oh my God, don't even talk about it. The focus is so. I mean, I'm no more into doom scrolling or kind of mindless scrolling on social media. somehow there's this voice, suddenly a switch has been on, and the moment I scroll and the voice comes up, I don't know from where, that what are you doing, is it useful, and I go back. Generally also, like, I scroll useful things only, but there also there's this limit, that generally that awareness and that prioritization, because of the mind fog gone, has started happening. So that's one of the very beneficial thing. The things which I used to do in 3 4 hours, now I know that I don't need to give it so much of time. Yesterday only I had a presentation, I had a session to give in NLP community, and till 3 o'clock, my session was at 8 p.m. Till 3 o'clock, I hadn't made any deck or anything. Though I was a bit anxious about it, that abhi kya hoga, and I have to make. But once I sat with it, within an hour, I made it.
Wow, wonderful, yeah. And
Yes.
see,
So that
yeah,
only because of the focus that I have got with the right food and the movement and everything. So mind and body are definitely connected.
absolutely, absolutely. And now that you have gone through this transformation, what are your health goals in the future?
My biggest health goal is to maintain that fitness throughout, because it's one thing to reach at that place, and it's another thing to uh, to maintain that. Maintaining, and I'm not saying it is tough part or something like that, but yes, it is something where I would like to focus on, because the real game of health, or the sustainability of the health, is what I'm focusing on. So continuing the things, the right choices that I'm making, the movement that I'm doing. In fact, it has become so inherent for my son also, that in the morning he gets up, he brushes his teeth, we take the infused water together, and after that I am ready to make breakfast for him, but he is like, switch off the gas and let's go outside and take a walk, and then he comes and eats. And I was so amazed, okay, itna to regularized mera bhi nahi hai. I was thinking that I'll make breakfast for him, he eats, and then we'll go out. But he goes with me empty stomach outside. So I'm intending to continue this journey this way, so that, this becomes an inheritance for him also, to have these healthy habits.
Love hearing this, Hina, whatever you said. And it is quite inspiring, right? As a coach, also, like,
Yes.
every time you made the progress, I was super inspired. And now the way you're saying. Now, what's one breakthrough moment or aha moment you had during the program?
The biggest breakthrough, I would say, reversing my diabetes from 7.8 HbA1c to 6.
Wow.
And I was so thrilled to see, to look at the reports. And I literally boasted to everybody that, see, I did it. And finally, we have made it. And to my husband also, I said, "See, without medicine, see, you were scolding me of leaving the medicines and all, but today I'm off the medicines." And it was a kind of relief, as if, I've got my life back. I've got a rebirth with that. So that was the biggest thing. And that inspired me a lot to stay on the track. Sometimes it so happens that, when you say that you measure the results and track it and track it, and I realized at that time that why it is important to track it. At some time it used to feel like, oh God, abhi fir se blood test karana hoga. But then when the results came, I was so excited that, I in fact journal about it, so that sometimes I go back to it and remind myself in the days when I'm not feeling that much of push. So that was the biggest one. Second also came with the regularization of periods. So that was something I wasn't expecting in the very first month. I thought at least, 2 months to lagega regularize hone mein, but in the very first month I got it on time. And I was super excited. So these were the two biggest breakthroughs. Definitely weight has been an add-on, but since I wasn't focusing on weight loss, 14 kg seems big to many people. To me, not, because I was focusing on blood sugar and this part, but definitely the weight has been another part. And so many people have told me that, it's very inspiring to look at that weight loss and all that. So then I started looking. Yes, actually, 14 kg is a big thing. Uh, However, with the weight, the kind of fitness and the feeling of being fit that I've got is a blessing.
Wow. What one message for every woman you would like to give who is thinking or overthinking to start her fitness journey? And what would you say to someone about joining the program and why?
I would say stop thinking and start doing. It may look overwhelming. It will have a lot of, your mind will bring up a lot of excuses, a lot of questions. What will you do? Who will help you? How will you manage? That person's life is different. All those things were there in my head also, that, okay, I to have this child, I to have this, I cannot do that. I have a mother who is aging. I don't have my husband here with me. How will I manage? And all those things were there. But there was a moment of realization, or a moment of, I would say, panic, where I felt that, and that's where something, I believe that my strong emotional why really helped me to get on this journey. And that was the thing, having a strong emotional why.
Absolutely. And any specific message apart from that you would like to give to the women out there?
Um, I think, first, as I said, that don't think and start taking action. Second is that, think about, just take a small step and see that, how good you feel. At least try it for 7 days. Even if you're like, okay, I will not get into the program, but take 10 minutes walk for 7 days, and you will feel the shift in your mind here, because it's all in the mind. It's all in the head. People think that fitness is a physical game, but fitness is, and even the sports, is a mind game. The moment you control your mind, the moment you conquer your mind and your thoughts and your limiting beliefs and the questions that are coming, you're sorted over there. Automatically, your body will be taken care of, because then you will start taking action. So conquer your mind. And coaches are there. You are there to help us in that. The biggest thing that your coaching has done to me is to shift the complete mindset, not just in terms of limiting beliefs also, but also in terms of how ghar ka khana is a lifestyle. It's not a diet, which people tag it often. You are on a diet. I'm not on a diet. And recently I saw a reel and that really gave me a very good line over there that I'm not on diet. You are on junk. And that is why you are saying that, are you on diet? So
Yeah.
that mindset is really important is what I feel. And once you conquer that, you cannot do it on by yourself, that I'm telling you, not because, I'm also a coach, but because I've also been on the other side, a coachee as well. And I've seen that whether it is my own area of book writing, I've seen that till the time people can write books, but they cannot develop a writer's mindset. And similarly, people can lose weight even without a coach. That's not a big issue. But to develop a mindset for fitness so that your healthy lifestyle is sustainable, for that you need somebody to guide you. So for that you need somebody to handhold you. And I guess you're the best one for me who has done that in the best of the ways.
Wow, that is lovely to hear. And I'm so proud of your journey and super inspired, Heena. Thank you again for sharing your inspiring journey. Your story is going to encourage so many other women out there who are watching this to take that first step.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure and it's been a very blissful journey. And as a coach, you rock like anything. As a human, you have been very inspiring to me. And that's the reason I could have looked at any other side. But the moment I thought about health, I thought about you.
I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.